Hello and welcome back everyone to Kavita Divakar's class once again. In today's class, I am going to discuss 3 questions asked by my subscriber. Question number 1 I am going to cover is, how do we talk to ourselves? Okay. Question number 2 I'm going to cover is, what topic to select while talking to ourselves? And question number 3 I am going to cover is, how long to talk to ourselves so as to improve with our speaking skill. So if you are somebody who's trying to learn English by your own, and if you're trying to practice English speaking by your own, then you are exactly at the right place and you can hear me out till the end, and this video will definitely help you in some way. So let's see what is it inside. There might be many people who would be suggesting you that if you are learning English by yourself, you will have to practice it by your own and try your speaking practice by looking yourself in the mirror and talking to yourself. And this is extremely correct method. I have been doing it since last 3-4 years, and this has helped me a lot, and you can observe the changes inside me in front of yourself. How confident I feel like now when I talk to anybody in front of me. I am talking to myself in the camera, but I do not feel unconfident at all because I have involved too much practice in my daily routine. Now I am going to share what all practice I followed and how you can follow them so as to improve yourself too. As I have kept saying that, and whenever I tried talking, I never took any help of any conversation partner. I did that by myself, right? So if I did by myself, how did I talk to myself? Now, when I ask you all to talk to yourself, this will certainly come to your mind that I have to select a topic randomly and try speaking on it for around 3-4 minutes. And this is it for day. Okay, but if you are doing that, you are incorrect. I'll tell you why. Because whenever we are a learner and we are learning something, we have accumulation of certain limited dictionary in our mind, right? And we know particular words only. And if we are trying to talk to ourselves, we will ultimately end up using the same sentences we are already aware of, and we are not going to inculcate something extra than that, because if we are talking to ourselves, we will ultimately try repeating the same sentences which we already know. And if you are doing this way, this is not going to help you in any way. You are not going to land up anywhere better than what you are today. So if you are practicing by your own, I would suggest you that never select any random topic. If I ask you to speak on a topic, for example, book, what all will you speak on this topic? You would say that this is a good book. I have read it entirely. It has helped me. It will help you improve your reading skills. And it is a good book. I would recommend everyone to read it. Anything else will you add it? Certainly not, because you do not have that extra power to keep on stretching the topic and elaborate it for a longer time, because you will end up speaking 10 to 20 sentences maximum, not more than that. And this is the boring habit which many of you are practicing, and this is why you feel boring when you talk to yourself. I have never said this and I have never done this. So why would I say that select a random topic and start talking to yourself? This is extremely wrong method. You will feel boring and you will never feel like practicing it at all. What I have been doing is, whenever I listened to someone, I copied their entire sentence, I memorized it, and then I repeated their sentences. For example, I had recently a conversation with my friend from Poland. She said a sentence in front of me. She said that, so many comments, Kavita, I feel flattered. She said me this way. I felt so fascinating hearing this sentence because I heard that for the first time, and then I practiced it. After I finished with the session with her, I practiced the entire sentence by myself. I tried saying this and this remained in my mind forever. And now whenever somebody else will come in my life or somebody else will appreciate me extraordinary, I'll say the same sentence. I would say them that I feel flattered by your sentences, right? So this is it. I would only tell you to listen to some people who you admire, whose English is better than yours, and you feel like they have very fluent frequency of speaking and they are very flawless. Okay, if you find such people, memorize the sentences they say and try speaking it by yourself. Okay, it does not have to be very loud enough so that everyone will hear you. It has to be slight, whispered, I feel. For example, she said, "Oh, Kavita, so many compliments. I feel flattered." She said this way, and I do not have to be loud enough to show everyone that I am repeating the sentences she spoke to me. I am speaking it to myself, and this is what I want you all to do. For example, if you like my sentences, and if you want to follow me, and if you want to practice it exactly like what I speak, now what you can do is, after I finish with the video, now you have understood everything what all I said. Now what you can do is, after I end, you can say to yourself that I heard Kavita's video today. It was a bit interesting. I found like she was saying it correct. Okay, I also need to start practicing it by myself. What all points did she cover? She said that whenever we talk to ourselves, we should be talking to ourselves by memorizing the sentences what other speakers are saying. Okay, and if we memorize the sentences, we will ultimately lead learning those sentences. Okay, so I am actually saying it loud enough so that you hear it, but you will have to speak it little less slightly so that people don't hear you out, and you even practice it by yourself, and you will not even feel that you have not learned enough sentences for the day, because when you listen to somebody better than you, they have some extra sentences to cover. They will speak something better than you, and you can copy them and memorize the sentences they have said and speak by your own tongue. This is it. And you do not have to take a topic by yourself, start speaking randomly to yourself, and repeat the same mistakes which you were doing yesterday and even today. So I would say that there is a proverb saying that practice makes man perfect. I understand that's completely true, but a correct oriented practice will make man perfect. It's not that you practice the wrong English every day. There is nobody to rectify you, and you are repeating the same mistake daily. You are encouraging your wrong English to be much more better than learning something new every day. Getting to what I am saying, whenever you're trying to learn, memorize the sentence, speak it by yourself, and this should be your practice by speaking with yourself. There should be no topic, no long hours of practice, no boring stuff, for example, which will make you feel lethargic, or unwillingness will be created, or you will feel like, no, I don't want to do this. Okay, it should not feel that you're doing something boring task. Try avoiding these boring tasks, because it will simply make your subject like thing which you feel like you're not enjoying. You should have your heart into it. You should have something you're willing to do it and enjoying at the same time. It should be a task like that. So I would say that if you're trying to practice by yourself, do not sit for 2 hours continuously and try speaking. That this is my English period, and now I am going to completely focus on my English skill, and I'm going to speak to myself. This is again boring. For 1 or 2 days you will do, and then you'll end up getting rid of this habit. Okay, so don't do this. Whenever you're trying to speak to yourself, for example, you have heard something better from me today. Now, as in when I finish with the video, you will have to repeat 2-3 sentences by your own. Okay, later on when you watch some other video or some other movie or anything you like, and you find something interesting, repeat it. It has to be 2-3 minutes practice within every 2-3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, or entire day, so that this will sum up to be half an hour practice. It should not be like you're sitting half an hour particularly for speaking practice and then speaking to yourself. It is also again boring. Okay, don't involve boring activities in your life. You will never learn English in a better way. Involve something extraordinarily beautiful task so that you enjoy at the same time and you get to learn something new. So I feel I have spoken a lot for today. I have said whatever I had to deliver it to you. I have conveyed my message of memorizing the sentences and repeating it by yourself. This should be your speaking to yourself practice activity, and then you can learn it by yourself. Okay, this is it for today. I see you in the next class. If you have any comments or suggestions or any feedback, let me know in the comment section. I am going to make video for all of them who are asking me genuine questions and I feel like it should be answered. Okay, so anything you have, please do ask me. And feedbacks, of course, are always welcomed by me on my comment section. Let me know. See you in the next class. Till then, bye-bye and take care, everyone.